City of Las Cruces just settled a lawsuit after one of its police officers put a man in a chokehold and killed him earlier this year. And this comes just one day after our 4 Investigates team exposed a patchwork system of chokehold policies at agencies all across our state.
4 investigator Nathan O'Neill joins us from the newsroom. And Nathan, this settlement is actually more than just about money.
Yeah, well, there was a dollar figure involved here. The amount has not been disclosed, but the City of Las Cruces, well, they also agreed to make some pretty big policy changes here to ensure this never happens again.
Your driver's license, insurance.
In February, a traffic stop and a foot chase led to this deadly encounter with a Las Cruces police officer.
Yeah, I'm gonna choke you out, bro.
It led to the death of Antonio Valenzuela. And now former officer Christopher Smelser faces a second-degree murder charge. Police records reveal the officer used a lateral vascular neck restraint, which is a variation of a neck hold. A lawsuit was filed, and 6 months later, attorney Sam Bregman, who represents the family, tells us a settlement has been reached.
This death should never have happened. However, the final takeaway should be that we hope and believe that Las Cruces Police Department and the city is learning something from this, and that we've been able to effect change.
The settlement agreement requires the Las Cruces Police Department to adopt a policy banning all forms of chokeholds and to require officers to intervene if they witness another officer using the maneuver. And they must establish a red flag warning system to help track officers' use of force. Our 4 Investigates team surveyed more than 24 law enforcement agencies across New Mexico, reviewing written policies, specifically when it comes to chokeholds and other types of neck restraints. Our research revealed a patchwork system of policies, with many failing to address the controversial tactics at all. Do you think that there needs to be a state law in reference to this?
Absolutely, there should be a state law. There should be a national law against chokeholds, but because they just kill people, quite frankly, and there's no reason for it. Police officers are trained in defensive tactics. They need to use that training instead of killing people by choking them.
Now, it's worth noting there is still a criminal case pending against former Officer Smelser. His attorney says he was trained to use that maneuver and that the charges against him were politically motivated. By the way, if you'd like to learn more about our in-depth reporting on chokehold policies, you can head over to KOB.com and just click on the 4 Investigates tab. In the newsroom, Nathan O'Neill, 4 Investigates.